Thank you to both Tokyo Tree and Sakurako for sponsoring today's video.
What's up, everybody? I'm Simon Sabro, and today I got for y'all my manga collection update. So before I get into that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SimonSabroYT. Link for that will always be down in the description. Also, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an upload, all that good stuff. Also, comment down what's your favorite manga in your collection. But with all that out the way, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so starting out, I did recently purchase this, and like if you were to check the most recent manga haul I did, you would see that I picked up volumes 1 through 11 of Vinland Saga. So all of that I just kind of put at the top of my shelf here because it's just very out of the way, and the books kind of like hold themselves up, so I'm not, like it just fits there perfectly well. In the middle here, we did make some changes. We just have 02 there, Arsene here, and this little art thing. Also, apologies for the nails. I know my nails look kind of rough right now. Just don't worry about it too much. Over here, and this part has like always been on top of my shelf, the Mortal Kombat holders, and then the Gundam, the Origin, sitting in the middle of it, as well as the Mortal Kombat art book, and then the Hello Kitty Gundam right here. But moving down to the actual shelves. Now this, like, these first maybe like 3-4 sections kind of never change. This one pretty much, if you've seen any of my collection videos, this section stays the same all the time. It's just where I keep all my horror manga. So we have Abra, Orochi, Uzumaki, Tomie Gyo, Fragments of Horror, Venus in the Blind Spot Center. I've expressed this before. I really don't like Junji Ito. The ones I liked were Uzumaki, Tomie, Fragments of Horror, and The No Longer Human. That's pretty much it. The other ones are there like just to look pretty. Still have not read this. I think Abra is one of the worst manga I've ever read. Innocent we did recently purchase, as well as DRCL Volume 2. Just kind of put these here. I guess they're horror, so I kind of put them there. These are all the No Longer Humans, Super Dimensional Love Gun, PTSD Radio. I'm like a lot of volumes behind. Ibitsu, Death Note, Short Stories, Portis, H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness. And then figure-wise, we have MASH. I was getting ready to say MASH Bernadette, but that's the main character of Mashal, not this MASH. We have this Wizard of Oz figure thing, which is like slightly damaged a little bit. And then we have Rem. Yes, Rem, I want to say, from ReZero. Moving on. Death Note, Black Edition 1 through 6, which is complete. All You Need Is Kill, which is just one volume. 20th Century Boys 1 through 11, which is complete. Figure-wise, just some miscellaneous stuff here. Like I said, this part pretty much never changes. Here has changed a little bit. We did move 21st Century Boys over here. All of Pluto, Mujirushi, Sneeze, Asadora, Look Back, Goodnight Pun Pun 1 through 7, which is complete. Volume 1 of Dead Dead Demons, Solenian Downfall, and A Girl on the Shore. The thing that was here was Zom 100, Bucket List of Dead. We used to have that here. But it's a series I'm not really collecting anymore. So, yeah. Oh, we have this really cool Charizard card here. But moving along, sorry. This section changed up a little bit. Here we have Joker Killer Smile. I think this is like the only comic book that I actually own. Behind that, or next to that, sorry, we have Tokyo These Days, which I haven't read, Nightfall Travelers, Gundam Mobile Suit Thunderbolt, Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt, sorry, 1 through 4, which I haven't picked up a single volume in years. Boys Abyss 1 through 5, which is up to date. Steel of the Celestial Shadows 1 and 2, which should be up to date. Coffee Moon 1 through 4, which is up to date. Pleasure and Corruption 1 through 6, complete. I might mispronounce this. Ado or Ado, A-Do, Volume 1, which should be up to date. Rock with a Last, which I completely forget that I own this manga. Let me start showing some volume covers, man. I'm here like breezing through these. Let me show some of these volume covers, you know? Yeah. Rock with a Last by Katsuya Terada. It's pretty weak, I'm not gonna lie. Gachi Akuta, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it by now, maybe. Then we have Ikigami, that's not going back. Ikigami The Ultimate Limit, 1 through 10. I kind of just have them stacked right here. I was reading volume 3, that's why this is still here. We do have this nice card of a crocodile from One Piece, signed by the voice actor. It says "Weakness is a Sin." It's great. Y'all have already noticed this and this as well, probably. This is from Mr. Rager. Like when Kid Cudi did, I think it was like some type of collab with Netflix, but they had a show. And I saw this figure, I was like, oh, cool. Boom. Moving on. One of my favorite like manga that I own, My Broken Mariko. Just a single volume, it's really good. Art style's a little on the strange side, so to say. Raw Hero volumes 1 through 6, which is complete. Blade of the Immortal 1 through 5. I haven't picked up a single volume for geez, who knows how long at this point. Dower Gelder 1 and 2. I don't even know if a third volume of this has came out. Even if it has, I don't want it. I don't really plan on keeping these here. Wave Listen to Me 1 and 2. Nowhere near complete or up to date. Happiness volumes 1 through 10. Love these covers. And this is complete by Shuzo Oshimi, which is one of, if not, I'd probably say he's like my all-time favorite mangaka. It's a little hard to get to because I don't want to move these guys. But we have Dog volume 1. Haven't picked up the rest of it. Here we do have Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and I had to do it. I had to put like the bunny girl figure next to, okay, I'm sorry. Petite Devil Kohai and Logical Witch, which should be up to date still. Then we have Summertime Rendering 1 through 6, which is complete. Now this section I forgot, you guys might have noticed, maybe I used to have volume 1 through 21 of Bleach up in here, but I did get rid of it because I plan on getting the box set, and I just needed space. I do feel bad a little bit. Not gonna move this Gundam because it is very finicky, but 1 through 4 of Zombie Powder, which is complete. It was canceled, but this is everything that was released. We kept the special edition for Bleach. We have Burn the Witch, Gachi Akuta, I think it's 17-21 by Tatsuki Fujimoto, Bungo Stray Dogs Beast, Spider-Man Fake Red, and Ascendance of a Bookworm. Then we have this Von Gola box here. But real quick, before we do move on to the next shelf, let's give a quick shout out to today's sponsor. All right, so real quick, big thank you to both Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co for sponsoring this video. So let's jump straight into it. We do have the 2 boxes. We're gonna start out with the Sakura Co box. Another gorgeous box as always. They have done this design before, but still a good box to see nonetheless. I just love to see these Sakura Co boxes. But let's jump straight on into it, show you what it looks like on presentation. Hopefully some stuff don't fall out. Nice, okay. Here it is on presentation. As usual, comes with this little card right here, and I love these so much. This is no lie, the snacks are great, but this is one of my favorite parts of the box. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I just love to see these. Put that to the side for now. It does come with the little guide as to everything that's in here, and the art on these are always really cool. But real quick, gonna have voiceover me kind of just give a quick rundown of everything that's in here, then we're gonna try out some snacks.
This month's theme for Sakura Co is Traditions of Tokyo. Tokyo isn't just a modern metropolis, it has a rich history that stretches back centuries. That's why this month, Sakura Co invites you to step back in time to Tokyo's Edo period and immerse yourself in the timeless charm of traditional Tokyo by savoring authentic flavors from the city. This month's snack highlights include Hineri Arare, Mizu Warabi Mochi, mochi manaka, Tokyo Skytree baked chocolate, and many, many more, which all pairs perfectly with the kuromame tea. And this month's tableware item is the Tokyo plate. Alright, thank you for that. So, real quick, two things, or one thing before the snack. Does come with this Tokyo plate, and I think this is like the coolest design ever. This just looks really cool, and I love like the blue and white colors. So I'm gonna show y'all a, I guess, live in-person look at it first. Here we go. Had to like lock in there to make sure that it didn't fall, but here's a much closer look at it in person. Sorry for like any glare that might be on it, but this is really cool. This might be my favorite plate so far. There was one other plate, I think it was, I want to say it was 2 or 3 months ago, but it was sometime this year for sure. They had another plate and I love that one. It was like a white and pinkish, but this one's really cool. I really love the blue, I love the white. This is like my favorite color combination. And I just love the designs that are on this plate. Definitely gonna set that one to the side. I need to look into getting like something to kind of prop the plates up like on my bookshelf. I think that'd be really cool. But the snack that we're gonna try, and I'm probably gonna mispronounce this, so I apologize. The hydrangea amber sugar. I feel like I mispronounced it, but this thing here, this is what we're gonna try out. I just think it looks pretty. And so the package on this looks really nice. I might be holding this upside down. I'm not 100% sure, but here's what it looks like in the package, and I think that's upside down. I think this is the right way up. Not 100% sure, and actually, I need to figure out how to open this first. Give me 1 second, actually. Hang on a sec, because I'm a little dumbfounded on how to open this. Okay, we got it. It was like a little pull tab on the side. You just pop it open. Okay. But let's give this a try, see what it's about. Let's see. I didn't even really like read the description for this really. I just kind of was like, hey, that looks really pretty. Let's try one. Let's see. Okay. So these are like really fragile. I was trying to like push one out just to taste it, and it kind of broke. So these are like really fragile, and there's probably a better way that I could be opening this. I'm just not, you know, the most experienced person with this. But here's what it looks like outside of the package. Boop. Looks really pretty, like I said. Let's give it a try, see what it's like. Okay, sorry for chewing noises. And it has a very unique texture. And this is gonna sound so stupid, but it, like, as far as the flavor goes, it tastes blue. Like I said, it sounds stupid, I know. But it like blueberry-ish, I'd say. I'm not sure if that's like the right word, but it tastes blue, if that makes sense. But the texture of it is very like, from the moment you bite into it, it kind of like falls apart. And then there's like some type of jelly kind of texture inside of it. Here's another one. This one's like purple. We're gonna try this one again. Hopefully, like, see if I can get a better way to describe it. I don't know how to describe this texture. I'll be very honest. It's very unique. I'm sorry. Unique though. Like, I like this, like, a lot. And it's a very refreshing taste to it. It's not like too sweet. It's like, it tastes elegant. Here's another one. I'm gonna just try this one and I'm gonna set it to the side. Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna put this to the side for later. I do like this though. Okay.
And so that concludes the Sakurako kind of display here. Real quick, we're gonna move over to Tokyo Treat. All right, and moving on to the Tokyo Treat box. I believe this is probably like the standard Tokyo Treat box, like when there's no special theme. Cause I feel like I've gotten the most of this. I think I probably got like 2 or 3 of these. But still very cool. I think it like displays the idea of the box where it's like a very vibrant pop box. Sorry, my English hasn't been the best as of late, but we're gonna do a kind of live display as usual. I've realized with the Tokyo Treat, usually something falls out though. Let's see if that, okay. But here we go, just on display. And so here's the little, actually, hold on, I just got like immediately distracted. I just saw an Eevee and I was like, wait, I gotta put this up on screen. Not sure what this is, but really cool to just see Eevee. But like I was saying, here's the guide for this box. Gonna go through this real quick. I'm gonna have voiceover me give y'all a quick rundown while I figure out what I'm gonna try out.
This month's theme for Tokyo Treat is a Tokyo Snacktation. Tokyo Treat invites you to journey through Japan's exciting and colorful capital city, Tokyo, which is also Tokyo Treat's hometown. This month's Tokyo Treat box is packed with delicious, sweet, and savory snacks inspired by this famous city. Get ready to explore this month's massive metropolis and experience Tokyo through this month's box. This month's snack highlights include Kit Kat Royal Milk Tea, Tokyo Shoyu Ramen, Koikeya Ume Chips, Pokemon Chocolate Marshmallow, and Melon Cream Soda.
Okay, so 2 things in here I am gonna try. I showed the Eevee, so I have to try the Eevee. And it is the Pokemon, what was it, Chocolate Marshmallow? I think that's what it said. I'm guessing like there was a probability of you getting either Piplup or Pikachu as well. I just kind of got Eevee. Which, if that is how it works, I think that's really cool. And then the other thing we're gonna try, as usual, because with Tokyo Treat, I like always have to, we're gonna try it's a milk tea Kit Kat. We're gonna start with the Eevee first, just kind of see how that goes. And you know, for some reason, I just wasn't expecting it. Okay, so here's the marshmallow. I'm sorry, I don't know how well this shows up because you know it's a marshmallow. But it has like a little design that kind of looks like Togepi. Not design, but cut out. And I think it is like meant to be Togepi. Hopefully I could see that well. I'm gonna bite into half of it to kind of show y'all the inside and then go from there. It also has like some weight to it. But yeah. It kind of tastes like exactly how you'd expect. As a chocolate-filled marshmallow, yes, it tastes exactly how you'd expect. Still good. And actually, I think this is like the first time I've had a chocolate-filled marshmallow. Like outside of like something s'mores or something like that. But it's actually pretty good. I'm sorry, I did not intend for that part to be like an ASMR. It's just I was chewing, didn't want to talk. But here is the milk tea Kit Kat. And there's actually like, these kind of have different designs to them. Like, there's another one I just kind of took out. There's like a red and a blue one. I'm sure they taste the same. It's just different package design. I think that's pretty cool. Let's try this. It's a Kit Kat. I don't think there's been like a bad Kit Kat. I think there was maybe one I wasn't a fan of. It was like a matcha green tea Kit Kat. But that's only because I don't like matcha. But I had my brother try one and he said it was really good. So I'll take his word for it. But here we go. I kind of already split it. Hopefully it looks like you guys can actually see it. But here it is. Same thing. I'm gonna kind of bite into half, show y'all what it looks like. This didn't taste how I expected it at all. Like, when it said milk tea, I was expecting it to kind of taste like a basic Kit Kat. But this is like really sweet. It has a really good aftertaste. Outside of like all the strawberry Kit Kats, because I just love strawberry, this is fire. There's like an aftertaste that's like stuck in my tooth right here, or gum I should say. And it's like, as I'm talking, I'm kind of like tasting it. And this is fire. I don't know who made that recipe for that, but they did it. Hold on. Now let me save some for later. But they did it with that one. But that is it. Once again, thank you to both Tokyo Tree and Sakurako for sponsoring this video. Really do appreciate it. But let's jump back into the video. All right, so starting us off down here, we do have in the back Eye Shield 21 volumes 1 through 37, which is complete. And this is actually probably my favorite section. No, maybe not. But we do have the light novel At Night I Become a Monster. Haven't read it. I don't plan on reading it anytime soon, if I'm being very honest with you. We do have Drip Drip after that. Then we have one, I don't know how I'd count this, but all of the omnibus that are out so far for Homunculus. We have the first omnibus for Don't Call It Mystery. I don't know how much of this is out right now. I haven't even looked at like the first page. I don't even know. Like I probably only opened this book for the manga haul. That's it. Initial D, Volume 1. Or Omnibus 1, I should say. Sorry, but did pick this up in the recent haul, and in that haul I believe I said like I'm never gonna read this, which is kind of true. Like I know I'm just never gonna read this. It's there purely on like the just in case. Under Ninja 1, 2, and 3, which should be up to date. I stopped keeping up because the release schedule is like really slow, and this shelf is like kind of tightly packed. But here next we have Until I Love Myself Volume 1. There should be more of this out. Imperfect Girl 1, 2, and 3, which is complete. Prophecy, one of honestly the greatest manga I've ever read, if I'm being honest. Just a single volume, which is complete. Then we have Underground and Clock Striker Volume 1. I think more volumes of these have came out. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been like particularly looking for it. Orange 1, 2, and To You Dear One, which is complete, I believe. I think there actually might be one other volume, but I was told it's like not the best thing, so I don't really intend on getting it. Summer Ghost, which is just a single volume, really good story. And it kind of has like the same vibe as Orange kind of going on. A little more supernatural. Well, Orange itself is kind of supernatural, but here we have Batum 1 through 26, Dark and Light, which is complete. Still have not read this at all. As you can see, not most, but a good chunk of them, most of these end volumes are like still in plastic. But yeah, I haven't even like cracked this book open. I'll get to it when I get to it though. Here we have A Brief Moment of Ichika, which I did recently pick up, purely because of the name, and I did see it like, I think it was on like Viz Media or something, like their Twitter or X, and I was like, oh, this seems like a pretty interesting story, so let's check it out. I'll show you the back of the book in case if you are interested. But yeah, I thought it seemed pretty interesting, so I was like, well, we'll pick it up and get to it eventually. Let's move my boy Edmond Dante to the side. Here we have 1 through 6 of MPD Psycho, which is not, it's a tricky topic. There's, I believe, 11 volumes in English, but there's 20 in Japan. Long story short, I'm never going to read the ending of it. Unfortunately, it's discontinued. Here we have Sanctuary. I believe it's 9 volumes, which is complete. Siren 1 through 16, complete. One of my favorite shonen of all time. Arm of Canaan, or Canon, Kanan. I never know how to say it. 1 through, I want to say it's 9 also, which is complete. Origin 1, 2, and 3, which should be up to date. Let me say it that way. Call of the Night 1 through 15. I think the last volume I read was 14, so I do need to read 15. Colorless 1 through 6. And that's what I meant to say. I think this is probably like my favorite shelf, or you know, like section of the shelves. I think this might be my favorite one. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I just really love this volume cover. Then we have Die Dark 1 through 6, which is complete, and a little paper crane. Moving on. This, I'm not gonna lie to you, down here at the bottom is like where all my least favorite shelves are, if I'm being entirely honest with you guys. Especially this one, just because these Gantz books are like huge and they're just hard to organize. But starting at the back here, we have Can't Stop Cursing You volumes 1 through 4, which is complete, I believe. Then we have Go With the Clouds North by Northwest 1 through 5. I feel like volume 6 came out sometime last year. I could be wrong. Livingstone 1 through 4, which is complete. Dead Man Wonderland 1 through 13, which is complete. Black Torch 1 through 5, complete. Then we have, oh boy, the Gantz Omnibus 1 through 12, which is complete. Like I said, I really dislike how this is positioned, but there's no other way for me to do it in a way that, you know, looks half decent. We have Gantz G 1, 2, and 3, which is complete. Gigant 1 through 10. Let me back up a bit. 1 through 10 for Gigant, which is complete. Here, I guess we'll just start at the bottom because we're already down here. I Am a Hero 1 through 11, which is complete. This is one of my favorite manga. Love it. If you haven't read it, go read it. Man, I really don't like this bottom area of my shelves. School Judgment 1, 2, and 3, which is complete. Platinum Men 1 through 14, which is complete. Platinum Men is, oh man, I really don't like Platinum Men, if I'm being honest with you guys. I just keep it because the covers are nice, and you could see, I'm not sure how well the camera picks it up, but they have like a glossy finish to them, and it's really pretty. Dragon Ball, that time I got reincarnated as Yamcha. Haven't read it yet, just seems funny. So I'm holding it for one day when I decide to read it, which will probably never come. Sensei's Pious Lie 1 through 4, which is complete. Really good manga. Moving on. We'll just keep going at the back here, I guess. Satoshi Kon's Opus, amazing. I don't want to say recently, but sometime this year I did do a video on it. Go check it out if you're curious. Nishioka Kyodai's Kafka. Haven't read it, probably never gonna read it, but it seemed cool, so I picked it up. Planetus by Makoto Yukimura, the same creator as Vinland Saga. Picked it up literally just because it's the creator of Vinland Saga and it's sci-fi. I was like, it seems like it could be cool. We have Ichi F. This was a recommendation from my boy Lance. Appreciate you. Next we have Bless, which I did pick up recently. Haven't read it yet. A lot of these I haven't read yet, if I'm being honest. We have Takopi's Original Sin, which I think we picked up this year. I feel like it came out this year. Decent. It was a decent read. I'll say that much. I enjoyed it. Ajin 1 through 12, which is not complete. I believe it's 17 volumes, so we're kind of slacking. We're a little behind, but it's fine. We gotta go back to this side. Flowers of Evil 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is complete. I think I said this for I Am a Hero as well, but it is one of my favorite manga of all time. Welcome Back Alice 1 through 6, which is up to date. And I think I also said this earlier. Shuzo Oshimi, one of my favorite mangaka. I love a lot of his works, as you guys can probably tell in this shelf here. After Welcome Back Alice, we do have Blood on the Tracks 1 through 16, which is up to date. Devil Ecstasy 1 and 2 complete. Avant-Garde Yumiko and Sweet Poolside, which are just one volume. And I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, which is kind of just randomly placed here. I do also have a bunch of, what are they called again? Art books, which I am going to show. Give me 1 second. All right, so we do have a bunch of art books. Before I get into it, I do want to kind of like show some collectible stuff that I have. We do have this kunai. I I forgot how exactly I got this, but I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's get it. And then we do also have, I'll just go down here with it. It should be fine. A set of Dragon Balls from, I think I just bought it as is. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Let's just get it. And, you know, it's a nice little collectible. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the collectibles. We'll go on to the, I was gonna say bookshelves, art books, sorry. Like I said, I do kind of have quite a lot, or, you know, a good amount, I'd say. So we have the Tokyo Ghoul art book in Japanese. I kind of accidentally ordered the wrong one. And I'm kind of glad I got the Japanese one because it's, you know, like handheld size, whereas a lot of the other art books are huge. So I'm fine with it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite art book, but it's definitely like a good one. Definitely is a good one. Let me try and open this well to present it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So this one a friend gave to me. It's a Studio Ghibli art book, but it's like in French. I believe that's French at least. Could be very wrong. I apologize if I am. But yeah, he gave it to me and I was like, sure, I'll keep it. Even though I can't read a single word in this book, but I don't really mind. It is what it is. This one we did purchase semi-recently, I'd say. Palette. And this one's just really cool. It's just really cool. I love this art book so much. Let's see. Hey, nice. Yeah, so there's like some fake Grand Order work in here. This is the character I was showing earlier in the wedding dress, MASH. Ushiwakamaru, Sashi Miyamoto. I did. Oh my god, my favorite character, Oda Nobunaga. But anyways, yeah, I just love this art book a lot. A lot of characters, or I guess art from things that I'm familiar with. And so I just kind of grew a lot of attachment to it, so to say. Kind of like just from that. And the same kind of applies to this art book, which is it was like a manga tribute where a bunch of different mangaka would draw their take on superheroes. I forgot who drew, like I think it might say it in the corner or something maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's just like different takes on Marvel heroes. And I think it's one of the coolest things ever. Like, look at this. That is just cool. Oh, the Spider-Man ones, yes. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. I know, very basic answer. But I love this art book too. I love all of the art books I have. I don't think there's one that I like particularly dislike. Maybe these actually. I'm not gonna go too in depth on these because they are slightly heavier. But the Elden Ring art books, we do have the first one, or volume 2 here, sorry. I just love Elden Ring. DLC comes out in a month, less than a month, really. Oh my god, I'm excited for it. I've been replaying Elden Ring too, like just preparing a character for the DLC. And I'm very much excited to play it when it does come out. Probably record it, maybe, I don't know. But that's the second volume. I'm gonna show you the first one, and I love the cover for this first one with my boy Godfrey on it, man. Oh my god, I just love this cover. And I forgot they come with these little posters in it too. I think I gave the other one to my brother. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, man, I just love Elden Ring. Anyways, we do still have some more art books to get through. Let me put those to the side. I don't think I'd say this is my favorite. I feel like I haven't said any are my favorite yet. But Femme Fatale by Shuzo Oshimi. Like I said, I love Oshimi. His works are great. I don't think the art book is that great. I don't think it's bad, but there's one art book in particular that I own, and I'm like, yeah, that's the one. Because a lot of this is just volume covers, which I don't think is bad, you know. But I just like to see when there's like really unique art. This is a bit of a cop-out, this Nana art book, because it is by somebody who kind of just draws their own original art. But like, for example, I can't find this art in a manga, you know? This is one of my favorites. I do like this art book a lot. Slightly inappropriate, but nonetheless, still a really cool art book. Let's move on. I do have, not exactly an art book, but a Weekly Jump volume. And this one is the one that Ruri Dragon debuted in. And I feel like I heard that Ruri Dragon was continuing, sorry, again, but I don't know if that was like a dream of mine or if that's like something that is really happening. So I'm hoping that that's a real thing, because I did enjoy that series when it was, you know, actually coming out. We have the Persona 5 Royal art book right here. Let's just jump to a random page. Probably not one of the cooler pages, but just some art of Goro Akechi. This one's not exactly an art book, it just doesn't fit anywhere, and it's full color, so it looks like an art book. And that's Rohan at the Louvre. I know I mispronounced it. I don't know if it's Louvre. I think I'm saying it right, the Louvre. Here's just some art in it. All of Araki's stuff just look like art books, honestly. And just the fact that it has color, even better. Next up, we have, honestly, this one isn't an art book either. And it is Gaia by Asagi Yanaga. Not exactly sure on the best way to describe it. It is like an actual story, but I think their art is one of the best parts of this book. When I did read it, the story itself didn't really catch me much, but the art, the art, you know, it's just really good. Very creepy, very eerie, I'd say. And it has this kind of strange bit of realism, but not quite real. I don't know how to describe it, but love their artwork. Yeah, so that's technically counting as an art book for me. Here we have the JoJo art book, which I did buy the Japanese one because this was before they even announced that it was coming to English. So I did buy the Japanese one, which is fine. I'm not like, oh man, I wish I got the, you know, the English one. I'm here for the art, not the whatever the book is actually talking about. But like I said before, anything Araki draws just looks, it's great, you know. Moving on, second to last, this one is my like second favorite art book. I know I talk bad on him all the time, but this Junji Ito art book is like, it's the real deal. And I have it upside down. That's great. But I guess I had the cover on correctly, but like the actual book is upside down, I guess. I don't know what I do sometimes, but here's the art. And that is one thing I will give credit to Junji Ito for. Their art, when it comes to actually drawing the disturbing images, is really good. Man, I hope I could turn to like a random Tomie page or something. I don't know. I'm not really gonna go through and look for it because I'm operating with one hand here. But the last art book, which is my favorite, is the Bleach All Color But Black. I could go to any page in this, literally any page. Let's see, boom, yeah, like I could go to any page in this and it's a banger. This is actually my phone lock screen. Like this picture of Rukia is actually my phone lock screen. Like, my boy Kubo, man. And I feel bad now because I did just like get rid of all of Bleach so I could get the box set, which funny enough, this is the art for the box set. But that's it for the art books. We're just gonna slide over. I'm gonna make this a little easier for myself. We're just gonna slide down here, and we do have our final shelf, which is like our BL/Peak Friction shelf. And two exceptions, which is Noise by Tsutomu Nihei. And I'm sorry for like the bad camera work throughout this video as well. And this other work by Tsutomu Nihei, which is Wolverine Snicked. And I think both these are terrible. Hence why they're like, they don't have a dedicated spot on the shelf. They just sit down here. But here we have a lot to read. And actually, let me show the top of this shelf real quick. Because I love this part. My Art Night girlies here, and then we just have Denji in the back. But we do have Double Volume 1 through 4. I'm actually not sure where it is in terms of releases. A Home Far Away, The Song of Yoru and Asa, Can no Taco Like Me, Really Be an Idol. All of those are single volumes, so complete. Actually, Yoru and Asa has one more volume, which is called Encore. Haven't picked it up yet. Let's get a little closer here. Seaside Stranger Volume 1. There are multiple volumes. I'm not sure how many. Need the camera to focus. Boy Meets Maria Volume 1, or it is just one volume. We have The Dragon's Betrothed Volume... Oh, you know, and I feel so I was reorganizing this today, and I had seen Volume 1, and I was like, man, where is Volume 2? I thought I genuinely lost Volume 2, and here it is. But Depth of Field Volume 1, I think it's just one volume, but I'm gonna have to switch this around later. Mad Cave Volume 1, 2, and 3 complete. Bad Boys Happy Home, I could have sworn I had Volume 2 as well, because it is 2 volumes complete. I just could have sworn that I had Volume 2. I don't know where it went. Which is strange, because this is like the first time I've lost manga, and it's very strange. Coyote, Birds of Shangri-La, Liquor and Cigarettes, 4th Generation Head, Tatsuya Onmoki, I think. Links, Given 1 through, what is that, 8, which I think is complete. Pink Heart Jam 1 and 2. Funny enough, I also lost Volume 2 like earlier today, and then found it before I recorded this video, thankfully. Love Me for Who I Am, 1, 2, and 3. I think there's 5 volumes. Go For It Nakamura, I think there's 2 volumes. Like Go For It Again Nakamura or something like that. Metamorphosis, Peak. No, I'm lying, don't read it. Ladies on Top, this is Peak. The Summer Hikaru Died 1, 2, and 3 should be up to date. I have not read 2 and 3 yet, but I really should. Then we have Restart After Coming Back Home. Haven't read it yet. Let's Go Karaoke. Have read it. Pretty good, actually. It's a single volume. Boys Run the Riot. Peak, man. Another one of my favorite manga, like, of all time. It's just peak. Definitely go read it. It's very disturbing. Well, you got to be a little open-minded when you read it. I'll say that much. My Summer View 1 and 2. I believe there is a Volume 3 that I need to go and acquire. On or Off, Volume 1. I think there's 3 volumes and then it's complete. Last Gender 1, 2, and 3. This one has, like, the more I think about this, the more I tend to like this series. And it's kind of made its way up there in my like top 10, I'll be honest. Same thing like with Boys Run the Riot. You got to be very open-minded to read this one, but would definitely recommend it. Here we have some Japanese volumes. What is this? Summertime Rendering, Steel Ball Run, One Piece. I've been watching One Piece recently. I'll like periodically flip out what's the, facing outwards here. But because I've been watching One Piece, I kind of just have this as the one here. I do have like Tokyo Revengers behind it. It just depends on how I'm feeling. And now the very, very last shelf. We do have the Peak Friction shelf, or, section. Chain Soldier, 1 through 7 should be up to date, I think. Sendo Milky Way 1 through 9, which is up to date. Who Wants to Marry a Billionaire 1 through 7, which is complete. I finally got to read this series and I loved it. It got a little strange like towards the end because the plot shifted, but I still really did enjoy it. Arrow Ninja Scrolls 1 through 5. I feel like more volumes have came out since, but I'm not 100% sure. And then Shiori's Diary, Volume 1. Haven't read it yet. I believe there's 3 volumes and then it's complete. Also, let me take this out. We do have this Final Fantasy 16 postcard book, which I also just use as an art book. I'm never gonna actually use the postcards in it. The art in it is nice though. Fun fact, I hated this game. Sorry to any Final Fantasy 16 fans out there, but I hated this game. The art is nice though. Yeah. And then the last art book is Yusuke Nakamura, which I think I said their name earlier, funny enough. Let's open up to a random page just to, you know, give you guys a bit of an idea on what it looks like. And boom. I love this page actually. This is another art book where I could just open a page and I'll be very satisfied with whatever, you know, the page shows. But that is pretty much it for my collection. The last thing I will briefly mention, remember how I said I was getting rid of Zom 100? I do have 1 through 6 kind of right here. I'm just gonna give it away to a friend of mine, but that is pretty much it for all of my collection. Once again, sorry, I know my nails look rough, as well as sorry for very bad camera holding stuff. Like the things I'd normally use to hold my camera aren't with me right now, so I'm just using my hand and my hands aren't steady, of course. But yeah, that is like pretty much it for my shelf. Thank you all. Let's cue into the outro. All right, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching this video, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. Let's give a quick shout out to our channel members. Thank you guys so much as usual. I really do appreciate it. But like I said, that is pretty much it for the video. Once again, just be sure to comment down what's your favorite manga that's in your collection, anything like that whatsoever. But that's it for me. This is Simon Sabro signing out. Catch you on the next one.